I mean, we have been one of the three lead states. Indiana, North Carolina, Ohio were part of an anti-robocall task force that's taken action against some of these smaller telecom companies that carry a tremendous amount of network traffic that is robocall related, it looks like. So we've taken a lot of action on behalf of Ohioans, but the issue is we may get more complaints. But I'm not sure in terms of how we would fare in terms of the actual number of calls we're getting, enough to make it very bothersome. And so we're one of the only states I know of that has a feed where we upload our complaints to the Federal Trade Commission. And we encourage consumers to use our unwanted call notification form. It takes less than a minute to fill out this form.
Where do they find that?
ohioprotects.org.
Ohioprotects with an S.org?
Yeah. So if we get the most complaints, does it necessarily mean we get the most incoming calls? Not necessarily. But we do have a very aware consumer base in Ohio, and we've given them a very user-friendly platform to file complaints and register their dissatisfaction with robocalls.
So, Ryan, aside from putting yourself on the national do not call list, which frankly to me seems like a whole lot of nothing happens when you do that, can you give us one other suggestion aside from filling out the form that people listening right now might do to limit the amount of robocalls?
Well, this is going to sound simple, but really one of the keys to being on the offense with these robocallers is to simply not answer the phone if you don't know who's calling. So use that caller ID to your advantage. Screen your calls. If you already are paying for voicemail or you're already paying for an answering machine, use that proactively to screen your calls. Throw all your calls into that voicemail if you don't know who's calling based on the caller ID screen.
But part of the problem is some of these people can mask their area codes and it looks like they're calling you from, Circleville or Lancaster.
Absolutely. These scammers use caller ID spoofing all the time, and it's very inexpensive and a very good way for them to mask those calls, unfortunately. So it's more important than ever that we look for some of the signs that it could be a robocall. If you don't recognize the phone number, not just the area code, but the actual phone number, is your telephone company putting a message on your caller ID that says scam likely?
Yeah.
Or unknown caller or something, use all those signs to your advantage. And when in doubt, let it go to voicemail. Check your voicemail as frequently as you need to. We don't want anybody to miss important calls. But in today's day and age, gone are the times when we can just answer the phone and know that caller ID is going to be correct in terms of exactly who's calling you.